Hey, Hebron High School and Hebron ninth grade campus. This is Dr. Fields, one of the members of the counseling department here to get things started with course selection. We're going to start things off with just a brief overview of some details and goals for today, and then eventually we're going to get to the instructions for how to enter courses into Skyward. All of this information is also going to be sent to your families through email today, so they'll have it as well, and you can refer to if you need it. Let's get started. The most important resource for you to be aware of is the Hebron High School Counseling Department's Course Selection Information website. This is where every document, instruction, video, and program link can be found. It is your one stop for everything related to this process. You will receive an overview of the course selection process and things to consider as you select your courses. You will also learn important updates about our process for this year. You will also receive directions about how to complete your course requests in Skyward. Let's take a brief moment to review the road ahead for the rest of the process. I know you've gotten a lot of information over the last couple of weeks, and for some of you, you've really started to come up with questions and send in requests for appointments, and I want to make sure you know what's coming up so that you can get the attention that you need. First of all, Skyward is going to be open for student requests starting today, and it's going to be open until 4:30 p.m. this Friday, January 27th. So the requests that you put in today, do the best you can. You still have an opportunity to make those adjustments into those courses in your Skyward account throughout the remainder of this week until the end of the school day on Friday. Then there's going to be a little bit of a pause while the counseling department gets itself organized and prepares for individual meetings with students. We are going to have individual meetings with all current 9th, 10th, and 11th graders to go over your course requests, to see if you need to make adjustments, to see if there were errors. We'll have chances to look at your transcripts to see if there are any credits that you need to have recovered, and we'll be able to make those adjustments during those times. We'd like to say that because please be patient with us. We're going to try and hold off on some of the appointments that you've requested to have to go over course requests until that time. So appreciate your patience in advance. For those students that are interested in dual credit, after you submit your dual credit request today and fill out the dual credit interest form, there is going to be a dual credit information meeting on March the 1st. That's when that whole process kicks off. So stay tuned for a lot of information at that meeting. Then finally, there's going to be a whole other opportunity for you to review your course requests once again. Later in May, it's called course verification, where essentially you look at your lists and we see what's been updated or adjusted since then, and you get a chance to look over things one more time. So again, we ask you to do the very best you can today to make a complete request of courses, but know that there's going to be opportunities for adjustments along the way. As you complete your course selections for next year, you must make sure that you account for 8 total periods of courses in your course requests. This will make a full schedule. To determine what courses you would like to request for next year, every student will be able to browse through 4 different course cards: the grade level course card, the Hebron High School Campus Elective Course Card, the Tech Center Course Card, and the VLA Course Card. These cards are available on the Course Selection Information webpage. I want to show you some examples so that you know what things to look at to help you plan. On the screen now, you will see a copy of one of the grade level core course cards. At the top of each grade level card, you will see some important reminders and links. For example, you'll see a link to the course description guide, and you will see a link to the dual credit interest form if you are hoping to take dual credit classes next year. You will notice that core courses are grouped by subject area. The course number and the name are helpful because you can use this information in the course description guide to look up information about what happens in each course. You can also use the course number to search for courses in Skyward when selecting a course. Finally, you will note in this column about how long a course is. Remember, an 18-week course is 1 semester. A 9-week course is just 1 grading period. You will also see how many credits each course is worth in the column. There are some courses that are listed as 36-week courses, and those will take up 1 period for the whole school year. In some instances, you will see courses bracketed together, like you do here over on the right-hand side. This just emphasizes that some courses are actually made up of several courses together, and all the course numbers must be requested. This is most common in AP Science classes and also in dual credit classes. This is a sample of what you will see on the Hebron High School campus elective page. On this card, you will find everything from CTE courses at Hebron to performing arts like band and choir, other leadership groups like PALS and Student Council, and other programs like debate, ROTC, and more. This is where all athletics courses are listed, as well as senior off and office aid. Like the grade level card, this card lists the course numbers and the names and the grade levels that are eligible to select each course. These grade levels refer to what grade you would be in next year. Finally, you will see the credit each course is worth. Another nice feature about this card is that all of the course names should be linked in the district's course description guide, so you can simply click the name of the course and get even more information. Finally, this is what the course card looks like for the Tech Center courses. This card lists course numbers and names and grades eligible for courses. The most important detail about this card is that if you want to select a program, you actually need to request all of the courses in a group. For example, in this agriculture program, these first two classes must be selected as a package. The group below has 3 courses. This one is only 1 class. Look at the way the courses are grouped to give you some direction about what you need to request. Before you request your courses, please take a moment to consider a few important issues related to your schedule. First, Hebron High School offers a variety of course options. On-level, honors, and AP course options are available. If you choose honors and AP classes, you are making a commitment to do the required coursework. Changes out of these classes will only occur at the end of the first 9-week grading period of next school year, and only if an academic need is shown. Some courses are offered in an online format through VLA or the Virtual Learning Academy. Finally, dual credit courses are available through a partnership with Collin College. Registering for these classes requires students to qualify academically and enroll through Hebron and Collin College. Another issue to consider is course length and how it impacts you as you budget space for your 8 periods. Some science classes, such as AP Physics C, AP Biology, and AP Chemistry, last the entire school year, or 36 weeks. These classes take up 2 periods in your schedule. When requesting these classes in Skyward, make sure you select all the course numbers that are listed with the class on your course card. Students who request classes at Tech West or Tech East should know that all Career Center classes take up 2 class periods. Students will either have class during first and second period or third and fourth period during the spring or fall. Students who request activities like teams, performing arts groups, ROTC, academic decathlon, should budget for 2 periods or 36 weeks for these respective groups. Another issue to consider is how much time you have available to devote between school, activities, and your personal life. With Hebron's accelerated block schedule, our courses are both challenging and fast-paced. Furthermore, participation in Career Center classes, athletics, and other groups could make certain semesters much busier than others. Also consider how much time you will need to budget to other life commitments like jobs, family responsibilities, personal life, and sleep. The following slides show examples of how certain course choices can impact a schedule. In this example, a student's participation in a Career Center class can make one semester heavier with core classes. In this example, a schedule can be influenced by the availability of certain electives. Your counselor will attempt to build a schedule that includes all or most of the courses that you request. In order to do that, it may cause a schedule to look imbalanced with core classes like this. Remember, there is no policy or rule about how many core courses can be during a semester. All of the examples that you have seen are good and very doable schedules. Another big influence on schedule is participation in programs that require auditions, tryouts, or selection. If you are selected to be in a performing arts group or team sport, that could impact a course's availability for you. A student may not be selected for a Career Center course if Hebron does not have enough allotted spaces for all students. Other classes requiring selection or assignment, such as our PSAT team class for rising juniors and our STAR intervention courses for students, could impact schedule development. Seniors who wish to select senior off periods must remember that you can only have 1 period off per semester. Senior Senior off may not be available during the period that you request if it conflicts with a class that is required for you to graduate. Again, your counselor will attempt to create a schedule that includes as many of your course requests as possible. Finally, and I cannot stress enough the importance of selecting alternate courses. Every student should select at least 4 alternate courses to use in the event that first choice courses are full or not available. Alternate courses are also used if you do not make a performance group or a sport. Alternate classes are used all the time for almost any student. If you do not list them, then we will pick them for you, so beware. You are ready to enter your course requests into your Skyward account. Please note that the courses requested in Skyward represent your official course requests. Be very careful to make sure that your Skyward requests match exactly, including the course number. If you need additional directions about how to enter your requests, this presentation as well as additional resources can be found on the Counseling Department's Course Selection Information page. To enter your request in Skyward, log in to Skyward Family Access and click on the Schedule link on the left side of the screen. The ability to select course requests for next year will only be listed in the student side of Skyward. Under the heading that says Course Requests on the right side of the screen, select the Course Request link. In the column on the left side of the screen, you will see all of the course choices that are available to you. One thing that we encounter as a problem sometimes is students who have not earned enough credits to be classified in their correct grade level. So for example, a third year student who is listed as a 10th grade student can only see classes available to 10th graders and not 11th graders. This can sometimes impact your ability to enter your courses, but do the best that you can and your counselor will help fix them later. You may scroll through this list or you may type in a course number which can be found on your course card into the search field toward the bottom left of your screen. If you would like to read a description of a course, you may click on the course number to see it. You may also consult the LISD course description guide that will be linked on the course selection information page via the Hebron Counseling Department's website. In order to add a course to your requests, click on the course in the list on the left and then click on the Add Course button in the middle of the screen. This will move the course to the Selected Courses window on the right side of the screen. If you need to remove a course from the Selected Courses window, you may simply select the course and click the Remove Courses button in the middle of the screen. You may experience some restrictions in selecting courses if you have not completed a prerequisite. A prerequisite is a course that must be completed before you can take or complete another course. Stay tuned to notifications in the bottom left side of the screen if you encounter problems. You may be also prompted to select a co-requisite class. This may often happen if you are selecting a class at a career center. Many of the career center courses are packaged as 2 classes together. If you are prompted to take a co-requisite class, you should most likely press OK when prompted. When you've requested your 8 periods of courses, you can then enter your alternate courses into Skyward. Click on the Request Alternate tab and follow the same steps that you have so far to request your previous courses. You are able to adjust the order of preference for alternate courses. You're encouraged to select at least 4 and up to 8 alternate courses. Please note that that alternate courses must be different from your original requests. It does no benefit for you to request a class like fashion design and then list the same class as an alternate. Remember, the course selection process should be taken very seriously. Pick courses that you plan to commit to through their entirety. Schedule changes will not be granted once this school year ends. Changes will only be granted if errors are made or programs or teams are changed. Furthermore, requests for specific teachers are not granted. Students will remain in AP and honors classes if they are selected. Changes to these classes will only be made in the event of an academic need after the first 9-week grading period of the course. Elective choices will not be changed. Okay, good luck with your course selections. Remember, we need to have a full set of requests in, including alternates, by the end of advisory today. We'd ask advisory teachers to check with students when they're done to make sure that they have a full set of requests in. And students, remember, counselors will be meeting with you individually over the next month, so please be patient as we may wait until our time together to answer questions that you may have emailed or meetings that you've requested to talk about course selection. We'll make sure that we get to you and everyone will have an opportunity before spring break. Thanks and good luck.